Now let us come to a new theme, that is leadership and qualities of leadership. Basically, who is a leader? Normally people confuse that the boss or the highest officer in the organization is your leader. So, you will say that the principal is a leader, or sometime you can say head of the department is a leader. Think in the army, the top boss, say that is the general, major general is the leader. But you know that is not correct. Leadership is required at every stage. Everyone can be a leader. What is leadership? Who is a leader? Essentially, a leader is somebody who solves a problem. Okay? Who solves a problem. And the solution can come from anywhere. Think of that near your house a stealing has happened. Somebody has stolen, say, something from your neighbor's house. Now what happens? Think of this. Suppose the police dog comes, and when the police dog takes the smell and he finds, say, a slipper is there. Then what happens? The police dog smells the slipper and then goes and tries to locate who has stolen it. So, the dog is providing a lead which is taking the police to the person who has stolen, thief. So, here the chappal that the thief had left provides the lead. So, it provides the solution. Solution to what? Finding out who has stolen. So, we look for a lead. That is what is one meaning of leadership. So, one who provides lead is leadership. Similarly, when you lead a team, captain leads a team, he leads the team first into the field, then and during the game. So, who is the leader? The captain is the leader. In the cricket team, the captain is the leader. In a football, but suppose you have a football team where the goalkeeper is bad, goalkeeper is incapable. Even if there is somebody leader, he can be advised. Now say Rohit is our cricket captain, but he sometimes consults your Kohli. When Kohli was captain, he was always asking Dhoni, and whenever Dhoni advised that change the bowling and this and that, it proved to be very helpful. So, the position cricket captain is Virat Kohli. Dhoni is the wicket keeper, but when Dhoni is giving him an advice and this fellow is accepting, so leadership is also coming from Dhoni. So, there is something called position of leadership and leadership. It can go together, and that is how sometime, and when they go to dressing room, they discuss it amongst themselves, all 11. Leadership can come from anybody. That is what is needed in a workplace. In a workplace, there are leadership positions, but solution can come from anybody. If you have a creative mind, if you have scientific approach, if you are open minded, then only leadership will come from any corner. So, that is why it is linked with work ethics. Sometimes somebody, if you may question in your mind, why is sir teaching us about leadership in work ethics? Now, in subsequent paper 5, you will read more about leadership. But leadership is not to be confused. Remember, at this stage, leadership is not to be confused with leadership position alone, even in games. So, leadership is primary duty of the leader is to lead, to solve a problem, to provide a solution to a problem, to set an example for others to follow and to take responsibility. You have to set an example. Suppose I am the principal of the college, I do not come to the college in time. How do I expect my teachers will come in time? And how do I expect my students to come in time? So, we have to set an example for others to follow. In the army, we need courage. If your officer is not courageous, he is a timid fellow, then he cannot lead. You only lead by setting examples. So, that is what is required in an organization. In workplace, we require leadership. We require a lot of creativity. I will give you an example of creativity. Once there was going to be a meeting in Odisha. I am talking of long back, 96 or 97. Computer Society of India was, Bhubaneswar chapter was getting inaugurated, and Sam Petroda, in those days he was with AT&T, the great American company, and he came to deliver a talk in that conference. Nowadays, you put behind the blackboard there is a green board here. They normally in a meeting, today we put a flex print, is it not? In those days, flex prints had not come to Bhubaneswar. Somebody had to go to Calcutta to get a flex print. But what happened was that in those days, on huge cloth, artists will paint and write and all that. You know, there was a time when even film posters were painted in India, early 40s, 50s. So, this cloth was painted and the paint had not dried. There is just 1 hour or 2 hours for the meeting, and a young man who was the secretary of the society, he telephoned 10-20 fellows, he telephoned me also. Sir, ask your wife must be having a hair dryer, bring us 1 or 2 hair dryers. I asked him, Manas, why do you need hair dryers? Sir, please come now, I will discuss with you later on, now I am very busy, please help me. So, many of us reached there with hair dryers, and he had our MCA student volunteers. And what he did, he had organized several points, electric points, extension cords, and put these dryers and started drying the poster, which was very wet, color had not dried. So, least it gets into the dress of any guest, governor and all that, he was drying it. Now, normally for drying, will you think that somebody will use hair dryers? Now, this is what is, this is creativity, this is jugaad also. So, there are many Indians are known for their capacity for jugaad technology. This is what we call jugaad technology. Particularly in a daughter's marriage, in a son's marriage, we immediately make alternate arrangements. Now, the idea has to come to your mind, and others must be open minded to work on your solution. Okay? So, you require open mindedness, you require creativity. And in a workplace, this is very important. Unless those who are leaders, high officials or heads of the families are ethical in their practices, how can one expect people to be ethical? This is a very important principle. This is a very important principle. How? Suppose you have gone to a college, you have passed out, you go to the clerk and ask for your CLC, and he gives you a CLC, asks for a bribe of 10 rupees. Do you think, and you go and tell the principal will, please give him 10 rupees, the matter will be over, he will give you immediately, then what happens? Corruption increases. Or if the clerk says, do not worry, you can go and complain to the principal, the 10 rupees that I take, I give him 2 rupees. Now, if the principal takes a commission from the clerk for CLC, then how can the principal, the others will be honest? If the principal himself, the head of the office, is dishonest, if the minister is dishonest, if the secretary who is an IAS officer is dishonest, how can you expect a lower officer to be honest? Everywhere dishonesty will come. In workplace, that is very important to know. If you are in a leadership position, if you are the top boss, whatever it is, if you are dishonest, then your subordinates will also be dishonest. Automatically they will be dishonest. That is why it is very important that leaders, top bosses, any boss has to be honest. It is not, is the leadership limited to top place? It is not. We have discussed it. Some important qualities of leaderships are mentioned below. What are they? Leaders lead from the front. They set examples. Gandhiji said, be the change that you want. This is a very, very witty sentence. Be the change that you want. If you want any change, practice that. Now, if you want that caste system should go, then you have to yourself stop practicing distinction between castes. You do not practice distinction, you give a speech, will it work? No, it will not work. I will tell you a very simple story. A small child was used to taking to chocolate. His father tried to dissuade him that your teeth is getting worse. Now you are getting disease, teeth will be broken, you will have problem, you are taking too much of sugar candies, please do not take sugar candy. The child never listened. Any time he went to the market, he will cry, and his mother, even father, out of disgust will buy him chocolate or candy, sweet candy, and give him. So, what happened is that this father took him to a sadhu and told the sadhu, Babaji, this boy is not listening to me, you do something, tell him something, or give a sting here or tabiz there or whatever it is, and let him stop taking this candy. So, the sadhu told him, no, it is all right, now I understand your problem, come after 1 month, come after 1 month. So, after 1 month again the father went with his small kids, and sadhu told him, please do not take candies, do not take chocolate, and the boy said yes, and he stopped taking chocolates. Father was surprised. Now, this fellow did not give him any medicine, did not tie anything here, or he did not tell him anything in the mantra. How come this boy has stopped taking chocolate? I was telling him several times a day, he was not stopping. Now, this Babaji, what he did? So, he went back to the Babaji after 10-15 days. So, Babaji and told Babaji, sir, why did you waste my time? Why did you ask me to come after 1 month? Now, once you told him to stop taking chocolate, he has stopped. When I came to you first about 2 months back, you could have told him that, and the matter ended there, matter would have ended there. Why did you not tell them that? And what is the secret? The Babaji told, if I had told him earlier, he would not have listened. The father said, how? Why? Why he would not have listened? Now he listened, then he would not have listened. What is the magic? There is no magic. He said, there is a magic. I was taking chocolates, I was taking sugar candy, and if I am taking sugar candy and I tell the boy not to take sugar candy and chocolate, will he listen to me? He will not listen to me. I cannot advise something which I do not do myself. That is very important. If I do not change something, how do I expect others to change? Your father will be going out and taking a cigarette near the pan shop, not in front of you, in the pan shop, and he tells you, you are in college, that cigarette is injurious to your health, do not take it. Now, if he is taking himself Sometime you will be good, you should be good. Whether father is doing it or not, you may not take it, because you know it is bad for health. But 99% will not listen to the father. You have to set an example. Be the change that you want in other people. That is very important. So, leader is somebody who changes himself and sets an example. You know, crores of people obeyed Gandhi. They joined the freedom struggle. Why? He was sincere in his effort. He practiced what he preached. All of us should practice what we want others to do. Let us be the change that we want. Set clean goals and objectives. A good leader knows what he wants at the end of the day. You set goals and work towards that goal. Have a plan and a schedule. Go back to time management, setting goals. So, if you do not set a goal and work towards that, you cannot succeed. Support team members to excel and succeed. You can find hundreds of examples how senior players have been very helpful to junior players, and they give them opportunity. Same thing in the office, same thing in the college, same thing in every place. We have to groom people. If you are elder, if you are in leadership position, you have to promote youngsters, you must support youngsters, then only they will succeed. And you may be good, if your team members are not good, you will not win any match. Sincerity and integrity are essential. Ability to communicate clearly is essential. Words carry little weight unless they are backed by your sincere efforts. When credit is due, one must give credit to others. That is also equally important. Anybody in the office, anybody in the organization who has done a good work, as the top boss he will get the credit, but give him the credit also. So, credit must be shared. Credit cannot be taken alone by the leader. Credit has to be shared. Ability to motivate is very important. I was telling you how Babur motivated his soldiers. There are hundreds of examples of great motivators. Mahatma Gandhi was a great motivator. Even your present Prime Minister is a great motivator. Ability to motivate is very important. One must continuously learn. Knowledge is the foundation of leadership. Unless you know, you cannot lead. Knowledge is the foundation. You must be seeing when you are studying in a group, who automatically emerges as the leader in the school or college? The person who knows. You depend on him. So, knowledge is the foundation of leadership. Empathy or your ability to feel the pleasure and pain of others makes you an ideal leader. Empathy, we have discussed it several times. What is empathy? Take responsibility both for success and failure. To command respect, you must earn respect through your work, words and dealings. You must also respect others. In simple, we say we have to be respectable to command respect. If we are not respectable people, who will respect us and why should he respect you? And when you do not respect others, others will not respect you. So, that is very important. Be passionate. I have already told you, we have discussed this. Some kind of madness, some kind of paglami, unless it catches hold of you, you do not work hard. You must be passionate, whether it is music, whether it is play, whether it is study. You must be passionate to succeed and to do the things. Vision and mission, innovation, planning, mobilizing resources, being constantly on the looking out for improvement are key characteristics of a leader. So, these are the qualities of leadership. नेतृत्व कहले कौन जे नेता किए से नेता कहले जे ऑफिसर बॉस सी खाली नेतृत्व नुह आम साधारणतः कन्फ्यूजन करूँ जे उच्च पद पदवी अच्छी से नेतृत्व दायित्व रही नेतृत्व समस्त पाखु आसपार जे उच्च पद पदवी अच्छे तार दायित्व अच्छी अन्य मानकर दायित्व अच्छी अनेक समय धर क्रिकेट खेल होची विराट कोहली होछंती कैप्टेन धोनी भी अछंती विकेट कीपर एवं अनेक खेलला पर गोटे भी विकेट जाऊनी से धोनी को पचारुची जाइए विराट कोहली धोनी कौन कानर मंत्र दे दूची कि आउ गोटे प्रसाद को पचारुची आउ 2-4 जन कथा होउछंती कथा है कि गोटे हाँ बॉलरटा को चेंज करदेले कि फील्डिंग सजाटा को बदले देला पर गोटे विकेट चलीगला। तो जड़े कैप्टेन हेले मध्य तार दायित्व रहिले मध्य फील्डिंग सजेबा बॉलिंग चेंज करवा तार दायित्व हेले मध्य अनेक समय समाधान कहा पाखरु भी आसपारे अनेक समय समाधान कहा पाखरु भी आसपारे। तेणु जी नेता जे नेतृत्व दायित्व रे अच्छी जे टीम रो कैप्टेन सी सबु कथा एकुटिया कर दे परिबो सब कथा कर दे परिबो अनेक समय कैप्टेन भी आउट हो जाए से भल बैट्समैन किंतु कैप्टेन आउट हो गला जहाँठू आशा करा होनथला से भी 6 रन 10 रन करी बेले बेले खेल को बंचाई दउछि केमिति बंचाउछि दायित्व नापे प्रस्तुत अच्छे जगी रखी खेलुछि सी जानी आउ 6 रन अच्छी सी केवल बॉलर से बैट्समैन नुह किंतु आजिकल तो बैट्समैन को आउनी बैटर को आउछि तेणु से ही कथा दायित्ववान हवा समस्त दरकार जे सामनारू उदाहरण सृष्टि न करिवो सामनारू जे लीड न करिवो है युद्ध हो जहाँ हो सी जदि नाज जाकि पछ घुंचा देला आउ अन्य माने आगे चलिए कि चलिए चलपारे तेणु सामनारू लीड करवा दरकार। महात्मा गांधी कहते जो परिवर्तन तुम्हें चाहूच निजे से परिवर्तन हुओ जो परिवर्तन अन्य मान ठारे चाहूच से परिवर्तन निज पाखे देखाओ जदि कह जाति प्रथा उठी जाऊ जाति आण भाव भल नुह अथच तुम्हें जाति आण भाव बहन करूथो ताल केमिति तुम कथा किए शुणव कहीं शुणव तुम बापा जदि कहे सिगरेट खाइबाटा स्वास्थ्य पक्षरे हानिकारिक सिगरेट खाइबनी किंतु लुचिकी जाइए संध्या बेले पान दुकान पाखे खाई दौरान केबे ना केबे जना पड़ो पिलाने जाणिजे बापा सिगरेट खाती बोली तेणु ताको कथा सिगरेट खाओ नहीं कहवा कथाटा पिलाने केबे आउ ग्रहण करेंगे न खाई पारती पिलाने भल पिलाने हो पारती भल पिला हुओ तुम भी किंतु जदि से पिला सिगरेट खाइला एवं बापा तक कहले से धड़किना उत्तर दे दो बापा तुम तो खाऊच मत कौन कौच तुम भल लगुच खाऊच ना मत भी भल लगुच मुझे खाईदे ताल बापा कौट रहा मुह आर कौन कथार मूल्य रही तेणु जो परिवर्तन आम चाहूचे समाज रे जो परिवर्तन आम अन्य पाखे चाहूचे से परिवर्तन को आम निजर निजस्व करवा ताकू अभ्यास पकड़ा आम से परिवर्तन निजे हवा यही कथा महात्मा गांधी खूब भल भाव कहते सिनसीयरिटी जदि नथिबो आम कौन काम जदि आम सिनसीयर नहु ताहले अन्य ठारू से सिनसीयरिटी आशा करवा वृथा एवं अन्यान्य गोल जो सब रही जे लक्ष्य धार्य करवा गोटे आनुष्ठानिक भाव में गोटे प्लान करवा कहा पर कौन कर ठीक करवा एवं ताकू सुचारू रूप से परिचालना करवा अन्य खेलाड़ी मानक आम सांगे जो मैंने अच्छा ऑफिस रे बा जोठी ऑर्केस्ट्रा पार्टी हो जोठी हो समस्त को सम्मान करवा समस्त सहित मिलमिशी काम करवा परस्पर सहित संपर्क रखा एवं ऑर्गेनाइज्ड मैनर भाव में काम करवा ताहले आमे ऑनेस्ट रहिबा कथाबार्ता एवं जोगाजोग क्लियर रहिबा दरकार एवं जेतोले क्रेडिट अन्य मानक देवा दरकार से क्रेडिट आमे दबा ताको शेयर करवा निजे सब क्रेडिट नहीं जीवा नहीं जो मैंने आमको साहाय्य करछन ताको नाम नबा एवं अन्य मानक उत्साहित करिवार क्षमता रखिबा दरकार एवं सबु बळे मन रखियो खोजे ज्ञान होची लीडरशिप रो उत्स जदि आमे ज्ञान आहरण करवा नहीं से विषय भल भाव में जानवा नहीं ताहले आमे आगको जाई परिबा। Then let me come to a new aspect, that is contemporary challenges. What is contemporary challenges? I have been telling you, right, if you go back to the first class on work ethics or to ethics generally, we have said that ethics is a dynamic thing, it is not a static thing. It will change with time. Fundamental principles will remain same, no doubt about it. But in details, there will be changes. There will be changes. Because science and technology develops, new technology comes, there may not be any fixed rule. Now, Mobile phones have come, it has changed our. Now because of the pandemics, ethics has changed again for uncertain things, because situation changes. So what are the contemporary challenges? So it is a dynamic issue. New challenges emerge as time passes. Work from home has thrown up new challenges. Due to the pandemics, now many people are working from home. Now when offices are calling them, many people are not eager to go. They say, I would like to work from my home. I will give you an example. Now in the courts also, people started working from home, advocates started arguing, lawyers started arguing the case from home, then some aberrations came up. Now in the court, the lawyer is in a black coat, is it not? So the minute the judge sees him, he knows this is a lawyer, these are other people. A prescribed dress is there for the lawyer. Now because he is working from the home, he will not wear the coat. It is a very difficult thing. So work from home throws new challenges. Okay. Then similarly, when they were going to the office, they were talking with others, they were meeting their friends, they were having lunch together. Now at home they are alone, they do not have friends, they do not go out. Then what happens? In the night they get bored. Without friendship, they become lonely. Sometimes they get depressed. So new challenge. Heterogeneous workplaces have emerged. Now today what happens is that when people are working on online, you are in India, somebody else is sitting in America, somebody is in China, somebody is in Mexico, all of you are working together. Or sometimes when you are in a metro, say in Bangalore or Delhi or Mumbai, everybody of you may not be Odia. People from different background have come together, heterogeneous people. So working with heterogeneous people also throws new ethical challenges. Now if two Odias come together, say the third person is a Tamil, you start talking in Odia, the Tamil fellow will not understand you. He will think that you are speaking against him. So it is necessary for you to speak in English which he understands, which you understand and which your friend understands. You both of you may be Odia, the third fellow may be a Tamil, but you have to talk in English. Why? You are, by that way you are not excluding him, you are including him in your work. Okay. So say speaking in mother tongue may be a very important value, preservation of mother tongue is valuable, I do not say. But when people from different languages work together, new ethical challenges come in, new ethical challenges comes, new work ethics, environmental challenges. You all know, I need not expand how environmental challenges are greatly. केतोड़े कंटेम्पररी वर्तमान परिस्थिति रे केतोड़े को चैलेंज आसुची. कौन चैलेंज सब आसुची ना इंटरनेट रे काम करिया फल रे चैलेंज आसुची. गोटे ऑफिस रे विभिन्न देशर लोक एकाठी काम करथाई पारंती. तमे एठी थाई पर अमेरिका रे आउ दुईटा तम साथी अछंती काम करूछन, तमे समस्त मिसी काम करूछ. सेठी दिन होईची, एठी राती होईची. एई सब जो परिस्थिति नुआ नुआ परिस्थिति आसुची सेतिरे एथिक्स मध्य परिवर्तन होवार आवश्यकता रही. आउ थे चिंता कर आवश्यकता रही. पैंडेमिक्स जो आसला नु कि जड़े बंधु सहित देखा हाथ मिलवाटा थिला भल कम, किंतु पैंडेमिक्स आसवा फल हाथ मिलैलानी नु कि बहुत भल सांग हेले कुंडाकुंडी हो जाओ, किंतु बर्तमान कुंडाकुंडी हेले विपज्जनक परिस्थिति. आ हाथ मिलवार प्रश्न नहीं कि कुंडाकुंडी होवार प्रश्न नहीं नु कि. तो एथिक्स बदलवा को बाध्य कि नहीं. तेणु परिस्थिति जो परिवर्तन हुए और परिस्थिति बारंबार परिवर्तन हुए से एथिक्स को आउ थे मौलिक नीति गुड़ी को नैतिक व्यवहार को आउ थे टी परीक्षा निरीक्षा कर परिवर्तन आनबार आवश्यकता थाए. कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ सेल्फ एंड वर्क एथिक्स. नाउ आस्क योरसेल्फ, हु आर यू, हु एम आई एम नॉट आस्किंग दिस क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम ए स्पिरिचुअल और मेटाफिजिकल way only. I am not going to answer this question metaphysically. Here I am in this class, we are not, metaphysics is very interesting, spirituality is very contemporary, spirituality is very important, religion is equally very important, but I am not going to answer it from that point of view. I am trying to tell you something else. You have to ask yourself, who am I? The minute you ask, this is a practical point of view, who are you? I will answer it in various ways. One is that self are the self image, self esteem, the ideal self. Three things I am. How do you image yourself? Who are you? Say, I have many answers. First is that I am a human being. That is my identity. My second identity may be I am an Indian. My third identity may be I am from Odisha. This is one way of looking at it. I will say I am an individual. I belong to a family. So and so is my father and mother. So and so is my wife. So and so is my kids. So I identify myself first with the family. I might identify myself with the city or the locality where I live. I might identify myself in Bhubaneswar. If somebody asks, where are you from? I know he is also from Bhubaneswar. Then I will say, I am an Indian. No, I will not say that. I am a human being. Will I say that? No. What will I say? I am from Sahidnagar. And he says, I am from Bapuji Nagar. Okay. So, I am identifying myself with a city, with a place within the city. Okay. And suppose I am in America and somebody asks me, where are you from? I will say I am an Indian. So, there I am identifying with my nation. Here I am identifying myself with a locality within Bhubaneswar. Okay. So, I have several identities. You have several identities. Each one of us has several identities. And the society is a layered society. It is a layered society. But I can think differently also. How differently I will think? I am part of the universe. I am a human being. I am connected. As the part of the universe, I know that everybody is connected in the universe with the others. Human beings, animals, plants, each one of us are connected with each other. We depend on each other. We have discussed this in great length earlier. So, when you are going to answer, who am I? It is so many things will come. I am a lover of, say, folk music. I am a fan of, cricket fan. I will say that I am a fan of Falana football club, Real Madrid. Is it not? Then if you ask me, who is your model? You can say Virat Kohli is my model. Some of you will take the name of a scientist as your model. Some of you may take the name of a politician as a model. So, who am I? You are all this. You are a family person. You are an individual. You are universal. You identify yourself with the entire mankind, entire universe. You must remember that you are interconnected. My existence is dependent on existence of others. My growth is connected with the growth of others. In that sense, and then you can say I will say I am a history teacher. I told you in the very first class, I am so and so, I am essentially a history teacher. So, that means I identify myself as a history teacher. So, somebody will say I am a scientist, somebody will say I am a nuclear scientist, somebody will say I am a ophthalmologist, somebody will say I am a homeopathy doctor, somebody will say I am a painter. So, you identify yourself with a profession. Sometimes we identify ourselves with a profession. Then what is the kind of image? Wherever you are, you should try to be good. You should try to be the best, if not the best, at least good. If you are a teacher, you should be a good teacher. If you are a student, you should try to be a good student. If you are going to be a football player, be a good football player. So, what is your self-image? That is what is necessary. Self-esteem and ideal self. You have some ideal, okay? You have a model. So, it is easier for you to work towards that. Be positive minded, not to be a defeatist or negative minded. So, that is very important. Self discovery should make you work on your image, attitude, prompt you to reach your goals. You must have a goal and constantly work towards it. Wherever you are in life, you must have a goal. Having a goal is not that important if you do not work towards it. If you have a goal, you must work towards it. Dreams are not those which we see in deep slumber, but are those which do not allow us to sleep. APJ Abdul Kalam has said this. What is he saying? Dream is not what you see in the dead of the night. No, 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 no. If you have a dream, you will not be able to sleep. Why? Why you will not be able to sleep? Because you will have a passion for it, you will plan for it, you will work towards it. So, you will not easily sleep. That is what Kalamji says, that deep sleep and dream are not going together. That is why you must work towards the dream. Then only a dream is meaningful. Otherwise, it is not meaningful. The last thing that I would like is to tell you is that if they could achieve great things, so could you. Many students tell us, oh sir, he was General Maneksa, he was Mahatma Gandhi, or he is Narendra Modi, or he is Abdul Kalam. I am sir a small fellow, I cannot do this. You will be never able to do anything. All these great people are just human beings like you. Some of them made their beginning in much more humble way. Thousands of examples can be given. Think of B.R. Ambedkar, somebody who could not sit in the classroom because he did not belong to a higher caste, who had to sit on the veranda to study, and you know, out of many politicians of India, he was one of the brightest student, holding PhD in 3 subjects, having gone to America to the best of the universities, and he was acceptable, he could rise. So many people, he is dead, gone, so many people think him to be an ideal, so many people think that for them he is the model. Mahatma Gandhi made a humble beginning. He did not pass in flying colors, he was not a great student, but a flying leader, a great leader. He was not that good a student, but he was one of the most successful leaders in the entire world. Mankind looks to him even today, so many years after his death. How is this possible? This is possible. So, do not say that Kalam could do, this fellow could do that, Maricom could do, or Kohli could do, I cannot do. Now, if you take that kind of a defeatist attitude, you will never be able to do great things. That is why it is very important that you recognize yourself. तुम्हें निज को निजे प्रश्न कर मु किए से जदि प्रश्न कर तार अनेक उत्तर तुम्हें पाइब. तुम्हें तुम ना तुम्हें मुझे कहली मु जने इतिहास शिक्षक, तुम जो प्रोफेशन अच्छ सी बर्तमान तुम कह मु जने छात्र, तुम्हें कहीपर मु जने भारतीय, तुम्हें कहीपर मु अमुक लोकर पुओ, तुम कहीपर मो गाँ अमुक, हो कि एवं ये जो सब तुम परिचय कौन, ए परिचयटा विषय रे तुम्हें सचेतन हब. एवं आमर गोटे परिचय नहीं, अनेक परिचय छंदा छंदी होकर अच्छे. एवं आमे को परिचय रे पहुँचापी चाहूचे से आउ गोटे कथा, आमे कौन हवापी चाहूचे, तेणु से परिचय रे पहुँचवा कथा चिंता कर. तुम्हें मुझे आध्यात्मिक दृष्टि धर्म दृष्टि फिलॉसफी दृष्टि दर्शन दृष्टि विचार करूना अति प्रैक्टिकल कथार विचार करुच्ची आमर परिचय कौन ये प्रश्न को तुम्हें जो पचार मत जदि भुवनेश्वर जड़े देखाला सहित मोर गोटे दुकान चिन्हा गला आ मु पचारि आपण घर कौ आपण कौटिकार सी कहे मो बापूजी नगर सी कहे कि मुझे आम तो ओडियार कथबार्ता करुँ सी कहे कि मु भारतीय सी कहे कि मु मनीष नाई नाई कहे नहीं सी कहे मो बापूजी नगर मु कही मो शहीद नगर आगे आपण गाँटा कौटी ना अमुक गाँ आपण गाँ कौटी ना अमुक गाँ गाँ ना अनुसार चिन्हा परिचय आपण कौन करती ना आज्ञा मु शिक्षक अच्छी सी कहे मु आउ कौन अच्छी ये सब गुड़ाक हूँ परिचय ये परिवार रू आरंभ करके देश पर्यंत विश्व पर्यंत कथा जीव एवं आउ टे आगू गले सृष्टि समग्र सृष्टिर मो एक अंश विशेष कौटी मु एकुटिया नहीं सहजरे एकुटिया नहीं कौटी भी नहीं एकुटिया एक्चुअली परिवार आसुची गाँ आसुची मोर पेशा आसुची मु कौ अंचल आसुची मो देश आसुची पृथ्वी आसुची प्रकृति आसुची सृष्टि भी आसुची बुझिपार तो तेणु मु कौन पाठ पढ़ी मोर प्रस्तुति कौन ये सब मध्य आसब तेणु तुम्हें जो मु किए बोली तुमको निजे को निजे प्रश्न करिवो एवं तुम्हें कौटी पहुँचवा चाहूच सेटा को निर्दिष्ट करिवो ताहले तुम्हें निश्चित भाव में गतिशील रहिबो तुमर लक्ष्य को हासिल करि परिबो एवं केबे हेले कहबो नहीं जे से महात्मा गांधी बोली करि पारले से बी आर आंबेडकर बोली करि पारले से आइनस्टाइन बोली करि पारले से विराट कोहली बोली करि पारले कि से ममता बनर्जी बोली करि पारले बा नरेंद्र मोदी बोली करि पारले बा से खुराना बोली करि पारले अमर्त्य सेन बोली करि पारले मु करि परिबिनी आज्ञा समस्ते होउचंदी मनीष तुमरी भलिया मनीष से माने जदि पारिले तुमे मध्य पारिबो एई कथा को मन रख एवं एथिपाई जो वर्क एथिक्स कथा कर्मक्षेत्र रे नैतिकतार कथा कहगला से नैतिकता को दृढ़ कले तुम्हें सबू हो पार एति कहीकि मोर वक्तव्य शेष करुच्ची लेट अस सम अप केवल पढ़ीदे समिंग अप हो वर्क एथिक्स आर डिफाइंड एज बिलीफ इन वर्क एज ए मोरल गुड ए सेट ऑफ वैल्यूज सेंटर्ड ऑन द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ डूइंग वर्क reflected especially in a desire or determination to work hard. So, what is the key word? Work hard. Belief in work as a moral good. Whatever work you do, it is not free from morality. There are good things and bad things. There are right things and wrong things. So, do the right thing, do the good thing and work hard. Positive work ethics brings success to an individual, also to an organization, not negativity. Positive work ethics brings success. Positive work ethics has diligence, resourcefulness, conscientiousness, reliability, dedication, discipline, productivity, cooperation, integrity, professionalism, punctuality, accountability, cleanliness, rational thinking, scientific attitude, positive attitude, gender sensitivity and clarity in thinking, etc. Professional ethics are essential. Appearance, dress, hygiene, manners are necessary. Rising above religious fundamentalism is necessary. Multinational and multicultural organizations must be accepted. Global environmental challenges must be met. Unequal distribution of wealth amongst the nation, people, persisting poverty, large scale displacement due to war, etc. are few contemporary challenges. Keywords, you may read it. Again, I have given some definition, rough definition, but you can always go to dictionary, you can read others. Please do not forget to read the text and listen to the lectures. Happy reading. Thank you very much.